I can't breathe. You have no idea how many times I and many other women of color have felt that way in the work world. As a Black woman, I have found it hard to always be my authentic self at work. More often than not, I felt the need to wear a mask to shield my thoughts, emotions, and feelings as part of my unofficial job of dispelling myths about Black people, especially the image of the angry Black woman. Coming to work the days immediately after the death of Mr. George Floyd was so emotionally draining. For days, I put on my mask and went about my workday waiting for somebody to speak up about this brutal killing. The masked DeShawn attended meetings, smiled, issued kudos, worked on issues that really just didn't feel important as I literally tamped down the nausea that threatened to overcome me each day. Every night, I cried, prayed, and became angrier as I watched the news. Yet, each morning, I put on my mask and logged into work. I felt like a fraud to my employees and colleagues, especially the African American employees, because I knew they were hurting too, and I did nothing. I betrayed their trust, and I failed as a leader. Hopefully, I have redeemed myself with actions taken since that time. I sought opportunities to support the dismantling of systemic racism. This included having hard conversations with many of my Caucasian friends, who I honestly believe and know aren't racist, but they understand they have benefited from systemic racism. I've organized a vigil to honor the lives taken without repercussion. I have funded actions and activities that are working to change the system. Still, I worry every time my children leave the house. We taught them about driving while Black, and I continue to lecture them about checking the car to make sure all lights are working properly, keeping the music down while driving, and being mindful of where they are driving at night. Still, I don't sleep well until they return home. Yet, I encourage them to participate in protests, even as I fear contracting COVID, because I need them to be part of the solution. The system told us that we were property, that our very existence lowers property values, that we were destined to be renters and not owners, that we could die for this country but we couldn't sit in the front of the bus, that our schools could be inferior because we weren't smart. Basically, that we are not all created equal. So I still wear the mask to work, and it's not likely that I will ever be able to put it away permanently. I do pray for and look forward to the day that my children can breathe freely without their mask, because the heavy knee of racial injustice has been dismantled and destroyed.